experimenting with mooses for the tour of Idaho. Smaller gas tank. I had factory off-road up in Denver. Lower the suspension 1 inch. Allows me to get my feet on the ground a little bit more. I really don't notice any difference riding it. I think I've clipped the skid plate maybe 1 or 2 times that I wouldn't have otherwise. But I definitely, you know, when you're in that, oh, I got to get my tippy toe down, it's a little easier. And I'll turn the video on later. I'm practicing trying to loft my front wheel, you know, do a pivot turn, or at least a half a pivot turn. And it's easier to do that when you've got your foot solidly on the ground, you know, to maneuver around in tight trail conditions, that sort of thing. The other big change for 2018 is the Clake left-hand rear brake. I ran the Recluse last year, left-hand rear brake, and while it worked well, my finger got really tired because I was not able to position the brake properly. If I positioned the brake properly, the clutch was too far down. If I put the brake underneath, the clutch was too far up. With this Clake, I can have the clutch where I want it, and I can easily, I don't know how well you can see it in the video, I can easily lock up the rear brake, modulate the rear brake. This thing's got beautiful modulation. So now we're in neutral, and I'm using just the left-hand rear brake. I can modulate, and this hill is, of course, videos, you know, it's steep. I'm gonna have to put my hand back on and use some front brake here, but I mean, there's nothing technical about this. I'm just trying to show you that the position of my hand is quite comfortable. My finger won't wear out, and it's one finger. And so anyway, I think this Clake left-hand rear brake is the cat's meow. I just really like it. The Recluse was okay. It worked. It didn't have as much power, and you know, just the position. You could never get it in the right position and still have your clutch where you want it. One finger, lock up the rear brake. So this by far is the premier left-hand rear brake on the market right now, in my opinion, and mainly because it allows you to keep your clutch in the right position. Now, this has got a Recluse on it, so it's not that I really need the clutch that much, but if I want to loft the front wheel, do a pivot turn, you know, you still have to use the clutch to get a little power amplification. Of course, the Recluse is, of course, a compromise. You don't have the same feel with the clutch, but at least you have some. So I think this combination, you know, it's the best. Everything's a compromise when you do these kind of modifications, but for me, I think this is going to be the best combination overall. I think that's about the. Oh, and I have a Seat Concepts seat on, and of course everybody raves about the Seat Concept seat, and I would concur. I never really had a problem with the stock seat. You know, it did get a little old after a couple of days on it. It really, one of the main reasons I got this seat was because this has a nice grip to it, and when you're tired and you're going uphill, and you know, you can kind of plant your butt down nice and firmly and take some pressure off your arms, as long as it's not too technical. I found these gloves. These are the Recon Shift gloves, and just a nice lightweight glove, but these have I don't know what you call it, but you can use your phone, your touchscreen, with these gloves. So I'm hoping they'll work on the touchscreen. I'll probably have a Garmin Montana GPS, and I'm hoping that these gloves will work the touchscreen and everything. Another change will be the Zaxpeed Recon pack. It's got nice waterproof zippers, real rugged. I'll be able to carry my tools, whatever, in the side. This has actually got the saw in it. I can't remember the name of the saw right now, but I like this pack. That's the pack I think I'm going to use. And I can replace these shoulder straps with a vest style shoulder strap. I'll show you that in a future video when I get them. But I'm hoping to hardly have any baggage on the bike at all. We'll see. I'll have to get everything weighted out first for that. But so to summarize, experiment with mooses, smaller gas tank, 1-inch lower suspension, left hand rear brake, Clake left hand rear brake, and of course a little comfort item in the seat, and some different gear on my body. I'll be using the same boots, the CD I don't know what they call them, the Extreme X3, something like that, I don't know, but these are really lightweight. These are about half of the weight of a regular motocross boot. Maybe not half, but they're a third less, and they have all the protection. So I'm really liking these boots. I wore them last year. Be the same thing this year. Anything else that I'm going to change? Nothing else. Just for those of you who don't know, this is the 350 EXC. So I'll go out and do a little riding, and that'll be it for my first 2018 Tour of Idaho video.